inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Well, singing, all eyes are on this team's elite starting rotation. They're stringing together some quality outings.
Yeah, every starter is stepping up right now, Boo, going deep into games, and most importantly, keeping their bullpen fresh. Buckle up, because it doesn't appear that they're cooling off anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. On the mound for this one, Steven Matz. What's the scouting report on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career, as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
About to get started here, Gunnar Henderson now at the plate.
Number 2, Gunnar Henderson.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
640.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Just underway from Tropicana Field. Joe McDowell calls for time behind the plate, and it looks like he's signaling a balk. Man at second. Smash to the left side. Whips it across. One out in the top of the first. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. And a foul ball. On the ground, right side. That's a base hit as a run scores. Top of the zone for a strike. And it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Digging in, Yandy Diaz. Diaz working through some struggles lately. Fouled off left side.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Liner snagged at first.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
In the air to left center, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a man aboard.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13.
Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate under the Mendoza line so far this month.
And a foul ball. Late with the swing there.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Tied him up inside with that one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall. 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the second here at Tropicana Field. It's the Orioles 1, the Rays nothing. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic. Back now in Tampa Bay. New inning getting started. So the Tampa Bay Rays are not where they want to be as we're about a third of the way into the year. And Singy, they looked a lot better than this on paper going into the year.
Indeed, Boog. I'm just not sure where the disconnect is. They're below 500, struggling to win the games in series they should. I don't know what that means as we head towards the All-Star break. Do you stay the course or try to make some big moves to shake things up?
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 2-run shot, home run number 5 on the season, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Jeremiah Jackson stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Fought off foul.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That's the third. Now a jump throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
My goodness, Chris. He had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. In the air, all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but he just showed he's got more than... No, he's got a cannon.
Ripped to short. Walls throws to first. Got him. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Gunnar Henderson digs in now.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Out number 3. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley. Swing through that one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one almost got him. Swing and a ground ball. Dives, but he kicks off his glove. Great effort, but no throw. That's an infield single.
Batting 6. The second baseman.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
First pitch swinging.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Pulls it in, and there's one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball
Batter
pretty
7.
well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
One out, man at first. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man at first, one away. And a good eye there.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many pitchers are trying.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Fraley leads off first with one away. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's got a chance. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. Runner tags at second.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
2 on, 2 outs. Now 1-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Liner snagged at first. So the Rays strand a pair. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back. Well, this starting rotation came in pitching lights out, but today has been a bit bumpy.
Yeah, we just haven't seen the same kind of command. This lineup deserves credit, too. They've made some adjustments. The key now is damage control.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock. Violation, that's an automatic ball. The lefty, the 1-0. Hard liner. And that's just foul. Mads, a 6'2 southpaw, making his 10th start of the year. And he was a second-round pick back in 2009. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Pete.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one carrying out of here. And the polar bear leaves the yard. His 13th home run of the season. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Fraley on his way over. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, the third baseman.
Siggy, he made a tough play after a long run to get to that baseball. I have a feeling you want to see it again with StatCast.
Absolutely, and what was so key was that first step, Boog. It was a good one, and it's got to be. And if you're going to be able to cover 125 feet to run that ball down, and you know, not a lot of outfielders in this league are able to make that play or even make it near consistently.
Stepping in, Jordan Westburg. Two down, nobody on. Now a screamer into the outfield. He can't get there. It's a base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Orioles.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. The run scores from first, extending their lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. In the air, right field. Fraley on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. And you got to figure regress to the mean, water finds its level, all those sayings, that he will end up having a good year. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Boz with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
That one to first. Gloves it on the dive. And they get the out.
Up next for the Rays, the first baseman, number 8, Jonathan Aranda.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Here's the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Just seems the curve keeps messing with them. They like swinging at it, even if it's off the plate. They need to be more selective against that pitch.
Left field. Ward running hard to get it. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 down. Junior Caminero, the next to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike. Two. In the air to left center. Ward on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Welcome back. Well, after stringing together some impressive starts, they're looking pretty shaky today, Singy.
Yeah, not as sharp as we've seen lately, folks, but even on an off day, if they can compete and keep the game within reach, that's still a win for the staff.
Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one out
Next
now.
for the Orioles.
Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins settles under this one. 2 up, 2 down. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Henderson with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Slow roller to first, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. In the air, left side. Simpson has a beat on it, and that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 4th.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame. Well, these Rays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Man at second.
That's a ball.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Rays, the second baseman, Gavin.
And now it's Gavin Lux. 0 for 1 so far.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
That's smacked on a line to center. 2 down.
Up next for the Rays, the catcher, number 40, Nick Forte.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And it's fouled away. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. He goes down looking. 1 left for Tampa. It's 5-0. Back here at Tropicana Field, ready now for the 5th inning. Taylor Ward getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say they've only chased at pitches outside the zone a little more than 10% of the time, which is excellent.
Stays alive. The 0-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
So those numbers I just mentioned tell me they've been really smart at the plate. They're feasting on the healthy stuff and avoiding the junk. Kind of sounds like your diet, Boo.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And a base hit into right center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The right fielder, number 9.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Fastball for a strike. And it's fouled off. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Two on, 1 out. Fastball for a strike. Pop up to the left into foul ground. And there's 2 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Rip, but it curls foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. Late, opposite field now.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Simpson turns to the right on the move. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Rays, Chandler Simpson.
Well, these Rays finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations. And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Late on that fastball.
Ball 2.
Big stop center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Ball 2.
Simpson gets his lead at first with nobody out. Outside low, and that's ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The Orioles leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Look to shorten his swing that time, and it pays off. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz now.
Ball.
That one fouled off. First and second here, no outs. Swings through that. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Rico Garcia, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Povich getting cranked up as well. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Swings. Misses. Struck him out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Ball.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
One out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you have it.
For the Orioles.
Rico Garcia comes on now.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next go.
Misses. 3. Now.
Executed that pitch very nicely. Just missed with it.
And they're all loaded up.
That's a tough one to swallow right there if you're on the mound. You're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Mullen. Swings through it for strike 1. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. One run is in. Here comes the throw. Save! In comes the run from second. It's 5-2. Swings and misses. Strike one. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In to score from third. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Gavin Lux to hit. Fouled off. He was late. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at-bat through the count.
In there. Got him looking for the K. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. This one in the air, right field. And it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Runner on the move. Fouled off down the right side. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but
and now Kevin Cash out of the dugout. A new arm into the game, the righty, Brian Baker.
well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Tap foul at the plate.
Hey, a strikeout. You need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play.
Ground ball to the right side. Aranda over to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. So next to hit for Baltimore, Taylor Ward. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. That's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Throws to first in time. That ends the frame. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Dietrich Ends.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Ball one. Ends, a 6'1" lefty, 210 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. This one in the air, center field. One down.
Up next for the Rays, the left fielder.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Chandler Simpson.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Simpson with a homer in his last game. And a big swing and a miss. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. The Orioles leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's a ball.
And now 2-2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap. Good purpose pitch right there, trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Two down, nobody on. That's hard hit in the line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Next to hit, Yandy Diaz. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Oh-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Jonathan Aranda up next for the Rays. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Here comes his skipper. Coming out for the Orioles, Keegan Aiken.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track. Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it would be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swings through that one for strike 2. 2 aboard. Outs.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him. Back now in Tampa Bay. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Just missed.
No, 2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. And a swing and a miss. Top of the zone for a called strike. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Carrying well. And it is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
That's a strike.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Set down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Too low.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. There's a strike. And they'll do it again. In the air, center field. Mullins on his way in. Reaching down and makes the grab.
Up next for the Orioles, the first baseman, number 6, Ryan
So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. Mountcastle needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Check swing, and he went 0-2.
Yeah, making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors.
And that's the 3rd out. Orioles add one on the solo homer. It's now 7-3. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The third baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit into right field. And to aboard now as the lead runner stops at second. Jake Fraley up next to hit for the Rays.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning, and off to a shaky start. The Rays with a chance to get back into it here at the bottom of the seventh. That one is absolutely belted. Should be extra bases. One run across. Now the second run is in. It's a two-run double, and they cut the lead to 2.
Making some noise here. 2 RBIs on that swing, and they're right back.
Zach Eflin takes over on the mound.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have.
Slides for the stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
So now, with one away and a man at second, and now Nick Fortes. Bounced up the middle. What a stop. There's one. Safe at second, and he gets back in.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more red gems before the game is over.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. This should score the run. The run scores from second, and now they trail by 1. The relay throw. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Will hit next. This guy with light tower power. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. The tying run is 90 feet away. Now 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Pitch misses, and the count's full.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Yandy Diaz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-2. Payoff hit. 2 low, ball 4. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Fouls away the first offering. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Orioles 7, the Rays 6. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic.
Leading off the ball.
Here's Adley Rutschman, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Deal 2. Got him looking. Throws him with the heater at the knees.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
That's ripped into the outfield. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, the center fielder,
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1.
now pitching for the Orioles, number 37, Cade Hovich.
You're out.
Back here in Tampa Bay, bottom 9. Gavin Lux now at the plate. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. Off the batter's eye and gone. And this game is tied.
That swing completely changes the momentum of this game, Boo. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He's all over that fastball.
Now the 0-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's down. One hops off the wall. And now the winning run is on base.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
And stepping in for the Rays, Chandler Simpson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman Playing in on the edge of the grass. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. In the dirt, blocked, and the runner stays where he is. Winning run on base at first, no outs. Got him swinging.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. With two strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Swings through that one out in front that time. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in. Strike!
Two in a row.
Well, pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with two strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up.
Diaz at the plate with two away, swings through that one. Late swing, foul to the left. Two outs, but the winning run is at first. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the third out. On to extra innings. So now the order.
Now pitching for the Rays, number 61, Ian.
On to the bottom of the 10th. And stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. Late with the swing there.
As a pitcher, you don't want to throw him get-me-over fastballs just for strikes. You really need to command your pitches to this guy at the plate.
And a big swing and a miss.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boone. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Up next for the Rays, the first baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
He was late there, strike one. One away, and the game-winning run stands at second. That's off the mark, ball one. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here.
extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And 9-7 is the final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.